We live? I think we're live. I just need to check. Make sure. Yep, we're live. Alright. Hey guys, welcome to the Virtual Fireball channel and welcome to the Christmas live stream. So, first off, the Dallas Cowboys are playing Washington right now as we speak. So, to start off this Christmas live stream, we're going to go back to Madden 21 and we're going to put the Dallas Cowboys against the Washington Redskins. So, let's do that. Alright, so we're not going to do a quick presentation this time. We're going to do a full 15-minute quarters. Play clock is off, I believe. So, Redskins Stadium, 1 p.m. It's not snowing right now, but we're going to do light snow because it's Christmas and it should snow on Christmas. It just doesn't anymore. So, yeah, let's get this started. Wait, let me just turn off the microphone. I can't forget to do that because we're going to have commentary on this.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21. Their rookie quarterback and the Washington Redskins versus Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
The weatherman got it right this time. Snow was forecasted and it fell and still falling at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So here are the Redskins now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 34 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Prescott on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. And the Redskins retake the field for drive number 2. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Back to throw here. Now he's forced out right, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run with Peterson. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. This to Jarwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 5. The throw over the middle taken in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now that's Elliott, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Got a man, that's Quinn. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check back. Right there, 54.
And that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And he finds McLaurin. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now, already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Peterson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it complete to Latimer. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Back, back, back.
Prescott from the gun. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 555, 555. They gonna need some there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Switch.
Peterson. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
18 Cardinal. Watch the curl.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Single.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and 3. Here's McKissick. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Already too often in this game, we've seen him break runs to the 2nd and the 3rd level. And I think this defense has been way too focused on their passing game. At some point, they've got to understand that the running game is hurting them as well. That last run, that bit them again.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with McKissick. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, Brandon, I don't think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly.
Second and 6. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson still with a nose for that end zone, scoring from a yard out. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Here we go.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Now Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A carry now for McKissick. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, here's a run with Peterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles, all passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Check 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 58's the moment.
Prescott yet again. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a run with Peterson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Ready? Go.
Geis with a carry on second down, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Redskins on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
I got one. Mark 55. Go.
They'll go again with McKissick. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here we go, Shaq. Hiking 18. 54, watch 54. Get that quarterback.
On first down, this is Geis. That was pretty light on his feet, spinning forward and picking up 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch the pass.
On second down now, it's Peterson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Peterson. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Alright, so in the end, in this simulation, the Redskins utterly dominate the Cowboys 38-10. So that's how that is going to end, and that is the end of the Madden 21 section of this live stream. So let me just switch over. Quickly. Where's the... There it is. There we go. We're into the Wii U. Alright. Let me just see my... I got full charge. Okay. We're going into the Mario Kart World section. So let me just change the Alright, the thumbnail has been changed to Mario Kart World, and let's do this. Alright, we're going to do some races. And for this one, we are going to use the same character for the Christmas Eve special that we did. Alright, where is... and the same vehicle. Wait. It's interesting how they have the cars on the right side of the road instead of the left. Because you think, it being from Japan, that the cars would be on that side of the road. If I drop this... I meant to drop that... Come on. I meant to drop that in front, but apparently if you drop it behind, it goes so far back. Rainbow Road, really? I mean, alright, if that's where we're starting off. No! How would one get up there? My guess is they go around here. That's the only way I could see it, but it looks too high even then. Yep, Rainbow Road to begin the stream. Sorry, I forgot to turn off the timer. Are you kidding me? I'm done star boosted. I'm just done. I couldn't even get a double item box because of the drifting. I'm done star boosting from now on. I'm just done. I should have used my items. What was I thinking? Bro, why are you turning that far? Of course, I don't get an item there. And now I'm getting cooked. Oh, this is Delfino Square. Why would you stop like that? You know what? Why not? Alright, 3-lap course. Nice. Bro, can I trick off of... Are you kidding me? It runs out that fast? I was throwing them constantly. You went out of your way to hit me. I was gonna go up there. Is it raining? It is raining. Finally. How did I get 5th there? I ain't complaining though. Alright, Faraway Oasis. Oh, this is another 3-lap course. Can't believe I was actually in first for a little bit. Why do these things turn so loosely? And right when I was about to use it, of course I get shocked. Bro, water driving. Oh my. Bro, Mario Kart. I mean, Sonic Racing Crossroads water driving is so much better. What's that crocodile doing right there? Starview Peaks? Another 3-lap track? 3 in a row. Thank you. Bro, that was actually kind of diabolical. I spin drifted in the air and then just hit the cow. And of course. And that's what I get for saving it. Even when I'm not saving items, I get just messed up. Can I use any items? It's me! I can't even escape it in free roam. And of course that hits nobody. This is such a great course, though. I'm done. Somehow I dodged the shock. Come on. Second, okay. This is Rock Park Mountain, right? Oh no, this is home circuit. That's exactly why I didn't take that chance. Wow, just barely. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get a light snack. Okay, I'm back. This is a bad idea. I'm gonna play Knockout Tour. It froze. Oh, it's loading. We're gonna switch back to our main. I don't play Knockout Tour that much. I'm glad it's a random Knockout Tour each time. I think they burned out. It was a bad idea to stay in first place, but I don't care. That was close. I'm trying to dodge everything. I get bodied. I'm cooked. Bro, that almost hit me. Well, I made it. Whoa! I almost went the wrong way. They have a circling back on this one? Probably not going to make it past this round. Oh, I'm definitely not making it past this round. Barely made that. Actually, wait, I actually got really far. Barely made that. Yeah, I'm probably not making it past this round. Of course, I try to dodge one thing, I get hit by another. I thought that was a mushroom. I made that? Are you kidding me? Still got second. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about Knockout Tour, is just constant driving if you keep making it. Alright, basically the Southern Tour. Bro, I'm gonna get cooked. And you knocked me. Of course. I assumed. How long is this first lap? I just barely made that. Yep, I'm not making it. Bro, I was doing so good too. I actually made it. No shot, I actually made it. Is it just me, or do the dash-in foods give you more of a boost now? knocked into things. Why? That wasn't terrible, I guess. It was just mid. Okay. Alright, wait. 14,000 coins? Alright, that's gonna do it for our Mario Kart World section. And now we go on to the next section. Let me just put the thumbnail up. Alright, the thumbnail is up. All right. Kirby Air Riders. Fall off a cliff 2 times in a single race. Of course, that would be one. Alright, this is gonna be... I'm not doing ranked matches right now. We're just gonna do some quick matches.
Dragon Star.
That Rocky hat looks like a Santa hat if you think about it. There's so many Kirbys with just warp stars.
3, 2, 1, start! Sword!
We're doing pretty good. Not anymore.
Final lap! Sword!
Alright, we're doing good. I'm not talking that much, I'm just always focused. Bro! I can't stop getting knocked up in the air. Second place isn't bad. Nine? Oh wow, a new stage, nice. I was terrible at using the wagon star at first. Then I realized that you don't really have to do much. And now I like it a lot. Banana Man. Banana slash man. It's so annoying you gotta wait so long. How do I upload stuff on DeviantArt? Oh, there it is. Why do they set it up like this? Alright. Oh, and I forgot. It's a little bit more difficult. There's so many routes to go in this one. Well, I'm doing terribly right now. Whoops. Also, that's how you dive down. Third place. so many. Alright, here we go again. I'm glad they have different variations of Kirby. They have Gray Kirby from Smash. Well, that's Gray Kirby from... I haven't played this one. I haven't played this map yet. This map's pretty cool, though. This reminds me of like the special stage from Sonic 2, kind of. Oh, so anytime you're in the air, you can press B. Bro, come on.
Final lap.
What? Oh, I still got first. Oh man, I barely got first. Man, that was still a good race though. Alright, see. Competed online for the first time. Unlock checklist tasks, now total 100. Yep, alright. So we're gonna wait. Alright, let's do 2 laps for this one. Alright. I'm gonna turn the mic off for this one.
Daruch, Wagon Star. Launch. 3, 2, 1, start! Final lap. Finish!
Alright, that was nice. Oh, you can turn off the music? Let me see how you change your tag. Whoops. Sorry. I was working on something. So We'll do some online matches for Top Ride. Don't exactly know how this is gonna go. Well, we're gonna try it anyway. Who is that? Oh, they're choosing their character. I see. Wait, you could just launch like that? Oh, I see. So it just waits for everyone. And then you can just play. I don't even have this one.
3, 2, 1, start!
Of course, that was sleep. Got first. Nice. I was so worried that I missed that dash panel. $13? So you could race with 8 people on top, right? That was actually pretty cool. I guess we could play one more. Doesn't really matter if I win or lose. We're just playing this for fun. Can't believe this stream's been 3 hours, but most of it was the Madden stuff. That was like an hour and 30 minutes, so that was half of it. But either way, This will probably be the last one.
Three, two, one, start!
How many laps is this? Barely lost that one. But everyone fought hard, so that's good. Why is it frozen? It's frozen. I am pressing all the buttons, but it's just frozen. This is a weird way to end it off, but Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the Christmas live stream. Mine was pretty good. I hung out in DC with my aunt, uncle, and my cousins. It was nice. Then I came back home, and at least since everyone was home, the ride home was smooth. So yeah. But either way, until next time, this is Virtual Fireball signing off. The next time I'll probably live stream is during the New Year live stream, so that's gonna be cool. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye.